So, what's the best sports car you can buy within the 10 grand range that you can have fun with in 2024 and that isn't overpriced? And in my opinion, it's got to be the G35. I mean, the value for money is insane on these cars, for real. Like, you can pick them up rat bagged for 5 grand. You can pick up a decent one for 10, and you can pick up a really good one for about 15. And just like the specs are just, they speak for themselves. Like, you can get around 300 horsepower, 300 torque, rear wheel drive. They come in manual. You know, the parts are cheap. And the thing about these cars right now in 2024, the number one thing why I think it's the best car you can buy for the price is that there's no hype behind it. Nobody cares because it's a G35. Nobody cares. And I think within the next 5 to 10 years, people are going to start caring, because as time goes on, more people are going to be wrapping their 240s around a pole, you know, Skylines, R32s, R33s, R34s, you know, they're all just ridiculously priced for what they are for a 90s car, right? Like, I was on Facebook Marketplace the other day and I was looking at S chassis, and people are selling their piece of crap S13s, 240s for $20,000, $30,000, something in that range, right? And it's like, you're paying for a 90s four banger, right? And the seats are torn and all this bullshit. It's ridiculous. And then you hop on and you look at G35s, they're about like 10 grand, and you can get one that's actually pretty solid with lower miles in a manual. So, I mean, come on. Does it really get any better than this? You know, on the internet, they get lots of hate because, you know, people are taking them to takeovers and stuff like that. But if you want to be someone like me and just actually take care of it, build it up a little bit, and just have something that's simple, reliable, cheap, and fun, I think this is going to be a great car for you, for real. It really doesn't get any better than this. I mean, just look at the interior for a second, right? Really not that bad for a 2000s car. Like, with today's standards, that's really not that bad for an interior. You know, if you want the JDM swag and you want to go get a classic JDM car, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, today, you're paying the hype tax on it. Really, you are. For like NSXs, they're going for $90,000. Supers are going for about $90,000, something in that range. RX-7s, really good ones, are going for about that like $90,000 range. It's like, you're paying for a really good sports car, but you're also paying for the hype. And if you got money for that and that's what you like, I mean, do it. But if you're someone like me and you just want to have something that's nice, clean, cheap, you know, this is what you get. You know, the whole reason I'm making this video is because the other day I was at a red light and there was this kid who pulled up next to me, and it was full of like kids, and they were like, "Holy shit, what is that? Oh my god, that thing is so sick." And I was just like, it's just a G35, dude. He's like, "Rev it, rev it, rev it." And these kids were so hyped on this car, and I didn't understand, because for the long, like, I built the car, I love it, I think it's great, but not a lot of people are like, "Oh my god," with the car. But these kids were actually like complimenting the car and like freaking out a little bit, and I was like, holy shit, like, maybe people actually are interested in this car. So that's why I decided to make this video. So if you're looking to buy a G35 coupe in 2024, I hope this video helped you make a better decision. I would say pull the trigger. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased because I own a G35, but I mean, the value is just there as long as you get a good deal. And especially when it's compared to S chassis and Skylines, the value is just insane. Like, when it comes to modifying a Skyline or an S chassis, you know, the parts for the engine, the body panel pieces, the interior pieces, dude, you're gonna get a headache with all that stuff, right? And I think as time goes on, these cars are just gonna be worth more and more. I don't think they're gonna like skyrocket the way NSXs or Supras have skyrocketed, but I think if you bought one in today's market, it would either hold its value or increase a little bit. So that basically wraps up the video. If you guys have any questions, put it in the comments. If you guys want any more videos on this car, put it in the comments of what you want to see. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and take it easy.